Today we're going to learn to square off fabric and to cut fabric using a rotary cutter. So I have the rotary cutter, a 8.5-inch ruler, quilting ruler, and a self-healing mat. In order to cut your fabric, you need to first hold your rotary cutter properly. My rotary cutter has a locking, so I can't open the blade until I push the button. And then when I squeeze on my blade, it brings the blade out and then retracts it when I'm done. So what you're going to do is you're going to put your finger, your index finger, along the top of the blade, like that. There's a little resting point here. And then you're going to squeeze. To square the fabric, as you see, it is not straight right here. So what we want to do is we want to make this a straight cut. So I'm going to take, on my ruler I have 1-inch markings, 1/4 inch, and 1/2 inch markings. So I'm going to take the 1/2 inch marking and I'm going to line it up against the fold of my fabric. And I'm going to scooch this over so that when I cut it, all of this wavy stuff will be cut off. So I'm lining up along the 1/4 inch or the 1/2 inch marking. I'm going to open my hands up, spread, and hold that down. Hold your rotary cutter like this, and then against the blade, go up. And that will square up your fabric. So now you have a nice straight cut of fabric. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my mat around. I don't want to lift my fabric, because if I lift my fabric, it may get wobbly. So I'm going to measure, I want a 2.5 inch cut. So I'm going to take my ruler, and there's 1, 2, and then the 1/2 is right there. So I'm going to take the 2.5 inch line, and I'm going to, all the way along here, I'm going to make sure that it's straight. And then when I get to the top where the fold is, I'm going to make sure that along the fold we're straight. We don't worry about the selvage, because the selvage is not straight. So when I know that, see, it's kind of wobbly over here, you want to make sure that you're on the fold. So I'm straight all along here, and I'm straight along here. I'm going to hold with pretty good pressure on the ruler, and I'm going to cut along the edge. And that is all you need to do to rotary cut your strips.